So far, as you can see, Ethereum has been dropping to the downside, and in this video, I'm going to share with you my analysis and the trade entry I got into on Ethereum. And in the previous video, if you watched it, I talked about my analysis and this high right here on the 15 minutes time frame getting broken. And I said that I'm anticipating to see price come back into this position, most likely to run this low resistance liquidity and also mitigate this key level. And if we go to the 4-hour time frame, there's also a very significant inefficiency resting right there on the 4-hour time frame. I'm just going to remove this so you can see that clearly. And right here we have the inefficiency on the 4-hour time frame. And as you can see, price came down into it, mitigated the 4-hour time frame inefficiency. The next thing I wanted to see was a potential shift in market structure. And right here, you can see price very nicely broke structure. We have a higher low, broke structure, retested this last down close candle, and after that we saw an expansion to the upside. So personally, I'm still anticipating for price to continue to the upside, and actually on a trade entry, I was supposed to put my entry right here, but for some reason I didn't do that because I just wanted to see further more confirmation. So that was why I put a buy stop order right here, so that if the market is going to go to the upside, then I want to be activated with the impulse move. Because in a situation where I put my entry right here and price came to the downside, activate me, make this high, and then drop to run my stop loss, I would have taken a loss. But if it taps here, goes up, come down, fails to create a lower low or run liquidity or go to the downside, expanding to continue for an expansion, I'll be in that trade. Now, another thing I'm going to share with you is also something that also boosted my, something that also made me more confident that this trade is going to actually work is me looking at Ethereum against Bitcoin. Ethereum against Bitcoin is so bullish. It's so bullish. And as you can see so far, right here we'll have a weekly high, weekly low, broke structure, came back down, mitigated the inefficiency, mitigated the bodies of the candle, the swell. And after that, the next thing I would like to see would be an expansion, potentially to rally into this position right here. So you can see that about 17% move. This 17% move can happen in a single day. And as you can see so far, the last impulse move we had on Ethereum was 27.8%. And after that, we saw a retracement. So I'm anticipating to see at least worst case scenario, another 27% move from this new low created. And look what's resting right there, inefficiency. Potentially a magnet to attract price to the upside. So I'm watching this very closely. I already have a first and a second entry as well. I'm going to share with you all the trade results on this one, whether it's a winner or a loser. I'm just going to share with you all in the next video so you can see how it played out. So far, first entry in profit, second entry in slight profit as well. So this is the first entry right here. This is the first entry, the green line right there. That's the first entry. You can see that very nice entry right here in the previous video. You can go back and watch that previous video. I talked about crypto dump. I basically talked about Ethereum more specifically, and this was my entry. My stop loss was just this low. My entry was this position, the liquidity. Now, one thing smart money traders used to say is the retail trader's stop loss is their entry, and in this case, that's exactly what it is. Right here, we have the liquidity, low resistance liquidity, trend line liquidity, and then I pretty much use the low right here as my entry position, and it also aligns with the 4-hour inefficiency as well. You can see that 4-hour inefficiency, very beautiful, aligns with that as well. And after price mitigated that inefficiency, you can see the massive rejection. So I'm anticipating to see an expansion, an explosion in price for this to continue to the upside. So if you found this helpful, you can like, you can follow, and do all the other YouTube stuff. If you want to be a part of our community, you can leave you can just leave your question. If you want to be a part of our community, you can just let me know in the comment section. I'm going to send you the link to our free Telegram group. So I'll talk to you all in the next live, in the next video. Have an amazing day.